Cancer. Always causing me trouble at the moment. What is going on with you? I am doing a Celtic cross reading today. I am not doing the intuitive messages. I am going to put those into the Tell Me Anything random readings. So if I get something through strongly intuitively, I'm going to put it there, just so there's no confusion about what's for who. So watch out for those if you like the intuitive messages. But this is just going to be a card reading, just to kind of make the reading shorter. Saving you and me some time there. Right, okay. So your song that randomized for this reading was Numb by Linkin Park. So you may be dealing with somebody around you who has very high expectations of you, who perhaps is quite controlling, perhaps quite critical. It's like, this is how you should behave. And they're not allowing you the freedom to become who you are or who you want to be. Your true self. You may feel that like this person's very critical, almost to the point that they're smothering you, right? They're stunting you. Do be careful, because obviously the word numb brings to mind the idea of numbing. Be careful that you're not numbing with substances or harmful behavior patterns to kind of numb any kind of emotional pain or frustration you may be feeling. That's just kind of like a little side note there, but I do get that through for you quite often, I think. Right, okay, let's get into it. Cancer. So Cancer, what is your energy at the moment? Can you tell me about Cancer's energy? Tell me about Cancer's energy, please. Time and discipline. Yeah, you may have somebody around you who is a bit of a disciplinarian, or you're trying to discipline yourself. You may be very focused on your time management at the moment, so making sure that you are investing your time into situations wisely, maybe coming up with lists of what needs to be done by when, being quite organised. There is a sense though of uprooting with this card though. So for some of you, it almost looks like a brain. It's like you're mentally uprooting and moving on from a situation. So it could be that it's time to do this. It's time to move on from a situation that has felt too constrictive. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I feel like this is almost, for me today, it's like mentally checking out of a situation, especially with that Numb card. Numb song by Linkin Park. It's quite an angry song as well. You may be feeling quite angry about your situation, some built up resentment there possibly. It feels frustrated. Can you tell me about are you the elephant? Okay, it's the elephant. Cancer, if this reading is resonating for you, or even if it's not, and you like the more intuitive readings, you may want to go and look up the 2 elephant readings I've got on my channel if you haven't already. They're called Tell Me Anything readings, TMA readings, random readings, random messages. They've both got an elephant on the picture, so you may want to go and check those out. It may be part of your story or connected to your story somehow. I keep seeing elephants. So the elephant card talks to me about somebody who's plodding on, taking each day one step at a time, moving forward, even though they feel like they're moving through darkness. They can't see where they're going. They can only see one step ahead of them with this fire that they're carrying in their flame. So it's like, don't let that, in their trunk. So don't let that fire go out. Keep the flame alive. Keep your passion alive. Keep that... whatever it is that speaks to you on a soul level, something that makes you feel passionate. It's like, don't become dead inside almost. Sorry, my tummy's rumbling. It's getting dinner time now. I'm getting a bit hungry. So intuitively moving forward, one step in a time, trusting your intuition to guide you out of a situation. It kind of gives me that wounded warrior energy as well. You can see his tusk is broken. It's like you've been in a situation that's been quite hard, quite tough, but you've plodded on, you kept moving forward. So let's see where this reading takes you then. You've got the Tarot de la Nuit deck. I often feel called to use this deck for you. It's a very watery deck, so it suits your energy quite well. Can you tell me the heart of the matter? The heart of the matter for Cancer, please. This card is one of the worst cards. Let me just find something to cover it up with. Okay, so I've put a pink quartz on there. Hopefully that's going to help you with its healing energy. I want to cover up this image. It's quite graphic. Basically, it's the 3 of Swords, which represents heartbreak. It's heartache, heartbreak, feeling emotionally torn in two different directions, feeling a lot of disappointment, feeling hurt. It's a very difficult card. It's a difficult energy to deal with. Just to say, my heart flipped a couple of times as I'm talking about this. So I'm making an emotional connection here with this reading. I can feel the effect it's having on someone. The imagery of this specific card is that she's sacrificed a bird, and she's taken the heart from the bird and put it on her own chest as though that's going to fix her pain. So it's almost as though there's a sense of not knowing how to fix this heartbreak, taking the wrong course of action in order to heal some sort of emotional wound, hurting others in order to heal yourself. I'm sorry, Cancer, but that's the imagery of the card. Take it or leave it. It's not going to be for everybody. But there is emotional pain here. Can you tell me what obstacles face Cancer? Can you tell me which way? Can you tell me which way, please? Yeah, in the reverse. There could be somebody around you who's very harsh with the words. The Queen of Swords in the upright is brilliant. She's honest, a communicator. She's takes action. She's open to communication. She can be a bit harsh, but it's kind of because she respects you. But in the reverse, this is somebody who's almost intentionally cruel with the words. They are a B word. They are someone who is they're hurtful. They could be icy cold. This is somebody who could completely withdraw all their emotions from a situation. You could have emotionally withdrawn from a situation. You could be being harsh with your words. You could be being a bit of an ice queen at the moment. But yeah, this is somebody who's the words hurt. So either you are faced with someone whose words hurt you, it's causing you emotional pain, or you're dealing with somebody who is quite nasty, to be honest, cold, nasty. Or you could be being quite cold in a situation because of this heartache. So do take it however it resonates. Not a nice person to deal with there. So tell me about what has caused Cancer to get into this situation in the first place. What led up to this situation? Six of Pentacles. So it could be something to do with work. Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, fair share, balancing out a situation that has been unfair. So it could be that somebody was giving more to a relationship than somebody else. Somebody was more invested in something than somebody else. But the Six of Pentacles in the upright shows that something is being made equal. So something was being made fair. Something was getting balanced out. But for some reason, it's caused a lot of heartbreak for you. So you could have been in... Sometimes the thing about the Six of Pentacles is that when things get balanced out... if there's been a situation that's been unfair, where one person has been receiving more than somebody else in some kind of way, or somebody's been investing more in a situation than somebody else, when the scales get rightened, somebody is given more than somebody else. So it sometimes feels like a bit of an injustice. It may not feel fair to you because somebody else has received more, but sometimes it's just the way that it has to be to balance out the scales, but you feel hurt by something. Okay, so what does Cancer want from this situation? Where does Cancer see this going? What does Cancer want? What do they hope for this situation? You hope for justice. You have Libra 3 times here, Cancer. So I don't know if you've got strong Libra in your chart. You may be dealing with a Libra, or you may be dealing with some kind of contract or court situation, legal documents, legal proceedings, something like this. You're very heartbroken over this situation, but the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card are saying that there is some kind of judgment or balance being taken here. There is some kind of correction where a situation hasn't been fair, or there's some kind of balancing out here. A decision is being made to balance something out, to make something fair, where perhaps there was something that wasn't fair here with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. So the Justice card in the upright, you're hoping for a fair outcome here. You're hoping for things to fall in your favour. You're hoping to get what you deserve from a situation. Again, it could be that if you've left a relationship, it could be, or you've left a workplace, perhaps, I don't know, sometimes when you're made redundant, for example, you know, with COVID, these things happen. You could have been made redundant, you have filed legal proceedings where it's like, well, I expect to have a payout for this because I put a lot of work into this. It's only fair that I receive some kind of compensation for this situation. So you're hoping that you're going to, that the sword is going to fall in your favor, that things are going to be ruled in your favor, that the outcome's going to be fair. It could be karmic justice, divine justice, if it's some kind of other situation. Yeah, but 3 Libra cards there. I'm just going back to my notes to remember. So I'm doing the Celtic cross, but it's my own spin on it. So what is in the underlying, please, for Cancer? So the card that comes out here, this is something going on subconsciously for you. You may have recognized it, you may be aware of it, or it may be completely something that you haven't even, that you don't even realize you're thinking or feeling, or that you're dealing with. So when it comes out, it may be a bit of a shock. You may feel like, that's not me, what are you talking about, that doesn't sound right. But give it a little bit of thought, let it kind of percolate there in your mind a little bit, because if it is something that's happening in your subconscious, actually recognizing it it'll become a strength for you, because you'll be able to deal with it. You'll be able to understand why you're acting in a certain way. Or why you feel certain things. So what's going on subconsciously, please, for Cancer? Thank you. Yeah, if you could have left either a workplace or sometimes the Emperor can indicate a long-term partner. I'm getting more work for most people. The 9 of Swords, you don't quite realise how much stress you're under. The 9 of Swords is like extreme mental problems. So depression, stress, extreme anxiety, feeling mentally exhausted, nightmares, any kind of difficult things that go on mentally is represented by the 9 of Swords. It's a very difficult card. You might not realize quite how much mental torture you're under in this situation. The Emperor in reverse could mean that you are leaving a situation with an emperor has left. Could be a father passing away, could be leaving a work situation, could be a lot of different things. The Emperor in the upright would be, it's the Divine Masculine card. It's the Warrior King. He's fought a lot of battles, but he's learned a lot of lessons from this. He's a brilliant leader because he's experienced. He knows what he's doing. He's confident. He gets what he wants. He gets the job done. Can be a little bit controlling. In the reverse, it could be somebody who is could be somebody who's possessive, someone who's controlling, somebody who is who lets the side down, who fails in their role, in their duties, somebody who's inexperienced, somebody who's not taking the lead in a situation. They're letting things happen to them. Could be you, could be somebody that you're dealing with. But subconsciously, a lot of pain here. Right. What is your strength, Cancer? Cancer, what is your strength? What is your strength? I mean, if we're going for Numb, Linkin Park, I always think he's talking about his father. It's like your expectations of me, the control that you have over my life, not letting me live my own life and be who I want to be. It's you're smothering me. I can't cope with this situation any longer. This could be all subconscious for you. So your strength, wow, okay. I'm going to reshuffle 10 of Swords and ending, 5 of Wands, ending to conflict, burdens, going solo, taking action. Your strength is letting go of the burdens, saying goodbye to conflict and chaos, letting go of situations where you've been stabbed in the back, doing some inner work, doing some soul searching, and coming out on the other side successfully, ready to take action. But I'm going to put all those back like this, and we're going to get one card. Can I get one card, please, for Cancer's strength? That was quite complicated, but 7 of Cups. Your strength is your strength is your choices. Your strength is your the opportunities that lie ahead of you. You have options. You have options. You have a lot of different options, a lot of different doors you could go through. You may feel a little bit overwhelmed by the choices in front of you, but you have, it's almost like when you leave a situation where you felt under a lot of control, the world suddenly opens up for you. This feels like the world is your oyster. Your strength is in your is in the opportunities that face you now. But I can definitely see that you're getting away from something that is controlling and smothering and causes you a huge amount of anguish. Three of Swords with the Nine of Swords. Cancer, that is like emotional torture, emotional and mental torture. Okay, and so it's you're wanting justice, you're wanting fairness. Tell me about Cancer's fear. What does Cancer fear? You fear a new start in love, new relationships. You fear making the wrong choice. You don't like, your strength is that you've got a lot of options, because when you've got a lot of options, you are in a position of power. You get to be the one who chooses, but you're scared of making the wrong choice here. With the Two of Swords, I saw this as the Two of Wands, Two of Swords. You're scared that you're going to choose something that's going to end up. You're scared that your offer will be rejected. You're scared that your offer will be blocked. You're mentally blocked when it comes to making a new choice in love or friendship or emotional connections. It's like I've been hurt before, so it's really hard for me to open up. It's really hard for me to let those emotions flow. So there's a kind of mental blockage here. So yeah, you fear the new start. You fear choosing the wrong cup or your offer being rejected. So what's going on as an external factor, please? What's going on outside of Cancer's energy? What's an external factor affecting Cancer's reading today, please? Well, a lot of cards flipping and going back in. Did that go in and hide? Yeah. The Magician. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Don't have to be. The Magician. Somebody has a strong manifestation energy. Somebody is making either their dreams or your dreams a reality. Somebody is... you could be dealing with somebody who kind of has tricks up the sleeve, though. Nothing's as it seems with the Magician. They don't quite show all the cards. They don't put all the cards on the table right away. So there's an external factor of somebody. It could be that you've got some kind of like I think my cat wants to leave the room. Hold on. Okay, sorry. This feels like a fairy godmother. Somebody who, unbeknownst to you, is maybe making your dreams and wishes a reality. You might have like some kind of guardian angel spirit around you, or somebody who literally cares a lot about you, and they're manipulating things in your favor, possibly here. I don't know. It looks like you've got somebody on your side somehow, somewhere. So what's your advice, Cancer? What is your advice? What's your advice? Cancer, what is your advice? What's the best advice you can give to Cancer regarding moving forward? Go Two of Cups. Okay, Cancer, you need to go towards relationships that are your equal. People who feel like they're part of your soul tribe. People who give as much as they take in relationships. You want somebody where there's an emotional give and take, an emotional balance. You want somebody who feels like they are your... part of your soul family, right? Somebody that you get on with, somebody that you see eye to eye with, somebody that, where there's no conflict. It feels like your partner in crime. It feels like you want your partner in crime. That's the way it's coming through. They look a little bit mischievous. They kind of got a bit of blood on the dresses. And they're showing me the film Infamous with Bella Thorne. She's a Libra, I think. So, yeah, you want your partner in crime. You want your... somebody who's got your back. You want your person who's got your back, right? Whether that's a friend, a love interest, co-worker, family member, take it as it resonates. But you're being told to make sure you've got someone else's back because they've got your back, is the way it's coming through. This is your advice. Okay, move towards relationships that feel like they're your equal, that feel like you cut from the same cloth, you're two of a kind, and move away from relationships where you feel like the person is overly controlling or they don't give enough in a relationship. And what is the predicted outcome? If Cancer follows the advice, the Tower. Wow, okay. Massive, massive change, massive, dramatic exit from a situation. This is like walking away, not looking back at the explosion, burning your bridges, completely clearing out anything that doesn't work in your life. Like it's like being in your house and having a massive clear out, like anything that you don't need anymore, any clothes that you haven't worn for a few years, any old DVDs, because you're like, why have I got DVDs? I watch everything on Netflix now. It's like a massive overhaul, a massive clear out of anything that doesn't work for you anymore, like completely clearing out your life, or walking away from something, right? Because you only want the things that matter to remain with you. Scorpionic energy. You only want the things that work for you, that are positive in your life, to remain. So you're clearing out anything that doesn't work. You may be communicating something and it's a bit of a shock to people, or you may be somehow manifesting an end to a situation, but it's a tower that's meant to fall because it's got you in this energy. So remember this, Cancer, when that tower comes in, when the tower starts to crumble, remember that you don't want this. You don't want people who get you into Nine of Swords energy. You want people who have got your back, okay? So just make sure that you don't give yourself too much of yourself in a situation, that you do take too much in a situation, that the outcome is balanced and fair, and you hold on to these connections where someone's got your back, okay? Because you don't need this and you deserve better, quite frankly. Okay. Oof, let's get you a song on camera for your reading. All right, could be Aries, Taurus, or Scorpio, by the way, you're dealing with. Holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. Gemini energy here feels like the helper. A lot of Libran energy. Could be dealing with law. Right, okay, so advice, please. I really need a really good song so that Cancer knows what to do, or they feel heard, or just a song to help Cancer in this situation, please. Dirty Cash by Club. I mean, don't go out and become a prostitute. That doesn't feel like a good idea. I mean, I don't know. It's not for me to tell you what to do with your life, but I don't think that's the best advice in the situation. Dirty Cash, I want you. Dirty Cash, I need you more. Maybe you know somebody called Cash. I don't know. I'm no excuse. Why don't you use me? Take me and abuse me. I feel like you've been in a situation where your kindness has been abused. I'll make a trade with you. Do anything you want me to. Money talks. Maybe that's what you want to not be, right? Maybe that's what you want to move away from. I don't know. I'm sure it'll make more sense to you than it does to me. Maybe you just need to dance to 90s music, right? maybe you just need to get into a better energy. Cancer, I need an advice card for you, honey. Cancer. Come on, best advice we have for Cancer, please. Best advice we have for Cancer. Adjacent possibilities. Here you go. Well, this is your Seven of Cups, remember. This is your strength. Manifesting options. You've also got, I'm not going to read these ones, they're face down, but you've got two angels here helping you. Archangel Shamuel, 3rd chakra, and Archangel Raphael, 4th chakra. This is courage, strength, creativity, determination, and the heart chakra, okay? Emotions, love. Underneath there is where you've got... oh no, sorry, I thought I saw caring connections, but I didn't. It doesn't mean you don't have caring connections there, it just means I'm seeing things at this point of the day. You may be my last reading. I'm recording these in advance, but I have asked for the energy to come through for Thursday, which is the day your reading is going to be going up. So it should still be relevant. The next reading would be Capricorn, but I don't know if I've got enough daylight left to do Capricorn today. Adjacent possibilities, many unconsidered options. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and aware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. Yeah, every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. You have options, Cancer. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you do. It's your strength. Unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion and vacillation about which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options, and that's your strength, right? And it's time to take a wider look at things. As you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. In terms of your goals, this card could indicate unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, a connection you haven't tapped, or an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, and be flexible, and willing to take new and different action now. All right, Cancer, I hope that was helpful for you. Leave me a like, let me know in the comments if anything particularly resonated. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video with friends if you think it's their story, and all these things really help me out, and I appreciate it when I see you guys doing these things, so thank you so much. Of course, you don't have to do that, you know, you've got your autonomy, but I appreciate it when you do. All right, guys, take care, best of luck, and I hope you get into a much better energy soon, Cancer. I really do. Take care. Bye-bye.